Fellas, the dorm's 314 marked key usually gets all of the love when it comes to looting dorms. However, there's lots of value looting dorms even without the marked key itself. Let me show you the dorm's safe keys. Today we'll be hitting every safe key in dorms 10 whole times to see if they're worth carrying. Turns out there's only 5 of them, but 5 safes within such short distance of each other is quite powerful. And that's what we're gonna figure out today. I'll be looting the safes as well as everything else in the room itself, showing the full hauls as we go, as well as the exact totals on screen between each raid. Now before we hop in, I'm gonna give you the price it would cost to buy all these keys on Flea, which would be around 110 grand, which is not a lot at all for 5 safes plus all the other loot. I'm not going to be breaking down how much each key costs independently. If we did that, we'd be sitting here a little longer than I'm comfortable with. And you stinky. With that being said though, let's hop into our first raid, shall we? Alright, first raid. This will set the tone for the rest of the video. Let's just hope that Rashala and his purty eyes ain't outside of dorms, because every time they are, I get caught off guard. And that would be a bad start. Alright, we're coming in on the 3rd story side, and for the first round of hits I'll pop up which keys are which, and then after that I'll assume you get the idea. You're a smart cookie, I believe in you. First safe, come on baby. I ain't a huge fan of safes, but after they give more money per stack like that, they're a bit more worth having. Damn, bro. I was playing with the boy. I forgot these scavs hit their shots a bit more often now. This brings up a good tip of mine for the new players joining us on PvE. First of all, welcome. Second of all, in a situation like this where you need time to heal but you're not sure if AI is going to push you or not, well, from my understanding, they don't really come into key rooms at all. I don't know if they're even programmed to. Right, I think we got 204 here. The only 2 safe keys inside of 3-story, and ooh, that is not setting a good example. Alright, on the 2-story here. In fact, before we get into those, let's get into the one on the side of 2-story. You gotta enter from outside to get this one. My second tangerine, I believe. A couple ornaments. Yeah, ornaments are cool and all, but as far as profit, they're not the best, I don't think, right? I could be wrong. Alright, we only got 2 safe keys left, but in my opinion, they're the absolute strongest ones. So we still got a bit of hope here. This room in particular has been buffed out the cooter. Final key of our first hit. Looks like that's gonna do it for our first round of safe hits. And honestly, 1 hit out of 40, all of these costing only 110 grand. I can guarantee you right now we made over 110 grand just off this hit alone. So far, things are looking sweet. Let's hop back in the stash though for a quick sell-off, and then we'll get moving for our next set of hits. Alrighty, here's a better look at the first haul. I'm gonna get to selling this real quick and then we'll check back here. That's the first hit wrapped up. We got 9 more to go, fellas. So let's not dilly-dally too longer. You know, while we're here running the dorms, I figured I'd front load this into the video just in case. If y'all got any ideas on what you want to see me do in PvE Tarkov, let me know. Leave a little comment about it. A lot of my core series have been built on people suggesting things, but if I can make y'all just a bit happier and something y'all want to see, I'd be happy to provide. Now, I ain't saying I'm gonna do it now. Some of y'all got some dookie ideas. I'm just kidding. But I only got so much time in the day. Balaclava, sadly that ain't gonna pay the bills, brother. Well, it seems like these safe keys are definitely a good way to farm some ornaments if y'all are looking for them. Well, that TK Fast might be a replica, but it donked an MA56A1. Well, we ain't missing nothing today, boy. I tell you what. In before we miss absolutely everything. Well, we got one safe left, and I can already tell you this is definitely on the upper echelon of one of the better hits we'll see today. But if this safe is complete buns, that might turn around. Oh, okay, a little bit of buns, a little bit of cheeks, perhaps. I'll show you here just in case I die on the way to extract, but this is what our second haul was looking like. Might not be a whole lot, but the value of these items are a lot better than they were last time. Now let's skedaddle. Oh, VX is here. Beautiful. Also, I do notice the Christmas tree around dorms, and I will have to make a video of me hitting some of that, but we're not hitting that today. That's not what today's video is about. Damn, that boy ain't even shoot, and it hurt my ass. That's aura. I swear you could loot this suitcase. That's alright, I guess. I'll only cry a little bit in the car on the way home. I believe that was everything, though. Not our best hit, I must say. What you're seeing in this little corner here is everything we made it out with on the third one. You know the deal. Let's hop out. My God, buddy. He made me think everything was cool between us. I ain't mean to shoot him, I swear. I'm sorry, I got to. I'm sorry. You know, I'm surprised Rashala hasn't shown up yet, although I might be jinxing myself here. I'd be happy to fight him, but losing out on a hit, well, not the funnest. Alright, definitely not our best hit. The Lion definitely saves it, as well as the 3 SAS drives. Now, SAS drives ain't nothing to scoff at. They're like, it's either 60 grand or 90 grand. I can never remember, but I mean, other than that, it's aight, you know, it's aight. Hello? Rashara. I know you're here somewhere, my boy. I can sniff you with your dirty ass. Tangerines, I know I need them for something. Some of y'all are probably screaming at me for selling them in the first one, but I'll probably start keeping them now. I don't know what they use for, but they use for something. And even if I knew he was here. Before we get into that, let's hit this one while we're here. Oh, new streamer item. You have 46 kilos. Golly! We ain't gotta do all that now. That's 100 pizounds for us Americans. Us freedom units. Oh my God. This thing is ridiculous. How much does this thing go for? Hold on, let's leave it here for now. This might be a bad idea. Oh my God, Rashala and his little elves, huh? Okay, alright. Well, took my leg out. No, I see 4 dead, and I think we're good on that. Sadly, I can't loot you, brother, but I can touch y'all for the XP. Alrighty, here's everything we got out of the 5th hit, I believe, halfway point. Nothing in the docks case, and I'm not gonna grab that dumbbell because it is heavy as buns, baby. And I wouldn't grab it in a normal raid, so I'm not gonna grab it now. Now let's hop out of here before I starve to death. I'm not gonna lie, based on the consensus we're getting so far, I'd say it isn't worth going out of your way for, but if you got like a buddy you're running with and he's gonna do some dorms quests, or you're just at dorms in general, customs doesn't really have that many other keys, so... Overall, if they're all worth carrying, I'd say they are so far. Oh, intel, beautiful, mate, beautiful. Alrighty, pretty quick 6th hit. I'll see y'all back in the stash for the haul accumulation. Alright, haul from hit 6, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a little rougher, but the intel folder definitely saves us here. Let's get to selling real quick. Oop, I collected it all there, but it definitely wasn't over 400 grand. That was some of the spillover from the last raid still selling. On to our 7th. Are you Santa, or are you just cosplaying as Santa? Sir, hello? Okay, I think you're Santa. No, not this shit again. Look, if VX is here, we'll take it. If not, it just ain't getting taken, simple as that. That was the final safe key though, so let's check. Okay, it's here. We can finally see how much it's worth. I can't even... Dude, I can't even crawl and regen. What? No! My scav rep gonna hate me. I'm sorry, bro. He brought it so far up here, too. Oh my god. Well, I'll be back in the stash one day. Actually. Massive fucking noggin here. Let's go. Alright, hit number 7, an interesting one. I never thought we'd be able to get out with one of these. Only 57 grand, oh my god, what a disservice. But I'm pretty sure I need this for Kappa, so we're gonna keep that. But again, I don't have to say it again. It won't affect things. Let's get to selling. Alright, hit number 7 is wrapped up. That means we got 3 more hits to go. Been a long journey, fellas. Let's finish strong. My boy, I'm so sorry. Wrong place, wrong time. Hold on now, let's relax. I ain't expect it. Ooh. Hey, I'm just happy he ain't spawning outside. When he spawns outside, he catches me real off guard. He's also a lot harder to fight. Well, he ain't putting much of he ain't putting up much of a fight now anyway. Let's pop a couple of these puppies in here. Oh, rough. Well, you know how I said I wasn't gonna die, eh? Plans have changed. And if you're wondering if that counts for the 10 hits, well, yes, of course it does. That's alright though, we do still have some stuff up our butt, so we can sell that off and make a tiny bit of profit. Nah, I'm alright. I don't want you nowhere near me, brother. You're gonna steal my loot and then I'm gonna have to put you down again. And I do not want that. Not for you, not for me. Oh, no, no, no. Don't think we buddy-buddy now. Get back, brother. Alright, I think that was our 9th hit wrapping up here. It is. Let's get back to the stash so I can show y'all the haul. We'll sell it off and then get to our final hit. Alright, second to last hit. Let's get it sold and see how much we made. You know, honestly, I think that was our strongest hit yet. I'm not entirely sure again. I don't know the numbers yet, but definitely up there. Top 3 for sure. Now, finally, fellas, let's see if the last hit can measure up. I'll see y'all in there. More orangs. You know, funny enough, I've been on an orang kick lately. Hopefully it sticks around. I assume that's a pretty good habit. Green battery, that'll definitely bring the profits up, I'll tell you what. Oh, this hit is shaping out to be nice. Alright, one more save for the entire video. Okay, definitely in contention for one of the top 3 hits. Hell, it might even be the top. This is everything we got out with. We made out pretty damn good. Now let's go back to the stash and sell it all, and then I'll give my final thoughts on these keys. Alright, that is the final haul before we sell it off. I know I already showed you, but here it is again. I can never make up my mind if I want to show the haul in raid or back here when we sell it. And sadly, we didn't make as much off that last haul that I thought we would because we can't sell the green battery on the flea market yet. And when I can't sell something on the flea market yet, I just take vendor price. And a great hit to finish us off with. But that, fellas, was 10 hits of every safe key in dorms. Ultimate verdict, do I think it is worth it? Well, I said about halfway through the video and my opinions have not changed. If you're already at dorms or have to go to dorms anyway, I believe they're worth hitting while you're there. But I would never go out of my way specifically looking for loot and profit unless you're hitting the marked key, of course. But anyways, fellas, that does it for me. Like I said earlier in the video, drop a comment on any piece of content you want to see me make. I'm a big loot tester guy, so anything along that lines will have a good chance of happening. But for now, that does it for me, and as always, thank you for joining me yet again. Ciao!